Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's so good to see everyone here, and I take it we'll have more joining us. Thank you all for participating in our annual meeting of the Credit Union. This event will be conducted in English, but of course, we will be providing interpretation into Spanish. And for those who need the interpretation in order to hear all the event in either language, we recommend you click on the world icon located at the bottom of your screen to select the language that you'd like to hear throughout this event. And now I will address our Spanish language speakers. Estimados, muy buenas tardes y gracias por participar en esta reunión de la cooperativa, esta reunión anual. El evento se desarrollará en inglés, y por lo que ofrecemos interpretación simultánea al español. Para poder escuchar todo el evento en español, les pedimos que hagan clic en el icono del mundo que se encuentra en la parte inferior de su pantalla y elija el idioma de su preferencia. And so you may also turn on automated captions at any time to provide you with real-time subtitles by clicking on the icon to the left of the interpretation button, one with two C's at the bottom of your screen. In case of any technical problem, we have a team of technicians monitoring this event, and we'll do all those acknowledgments later on for those who will be here facilitating us. And for our virtual attendees today, please feel free to send any questions you may have via the Q&A prompt at the bottom of your Zoom window. And of course, you get there by clicking on the reactions. We'll get to that part later on. So you click on the Q&A prompt button at the bottom of the window at any time, and throughout today's webinar, we will address those questions in the Q&A section of the webinar as the agenda unfolds. Lastly, you'll find a copy of the agenda and last year's, that is 2025's annual meeting minutes in the chat for you to download and view. And I'm taking it that you also would have seen the scans, one for the annual report and one for your participation. And we'll talk a little bit more later on about the survey that is being promoted. My name is Ian Edwards, and my humble duty is to help facilitate as we move along today. Our first order of business here on the agenda is to ascertain quorum, and I'm reliably informed that we have quorum present, and therefore we take it from there. Next, approval of the 2025 annual meeting minutes. And so here we have the QR codes to scan and indicate. I guess once you scan on that, you'll see the indication to approve the meeting minutes. So after those, your thing, we'll ask for, is anybody going to move a motion to approve, to adopt the minutes? Okay, we have a motion to approve, and we have a second, and a third, and a fourth, and so forth, and so fifth. And so with the 2025 annual meeting minutes approved, adopted, we move now to the board of directors, and the chair will give us the report. And I think, Madam Chair, are you going to be speaking up here or there? Oh, yes. So anyway, so you'll see on your screen the board members who are in person here. We have Mr. Marcelo Varg. He's a vice chair of the Community Relations and Membership Benefits Committee, and he's co-chair. And then, well, not in person today, not attending either online or in person, Rocio Suarez, who is our treasurer from the Asset Liability Committee chair. In person, we have the secretary, Board of Directors Secretary, Luz Angela Serrano, the Supervisory Committee liaison. Mr. Ezequiel Galatro, he's the Technology Committee co-chair. Claudia Flores, Governance Committee chair. I think Claudia is online. Yes. Angel Cardenas, the CRMB Committee co-chair. Reynaldo Ledesma, Human Capital chair. Nicolas Mendioros, he's Technology Committee co-chair. And so there you have it, those members. In fact, I think we need to give them a round of appreciation for the work they've done. Because they've done a fantastic job seeing to it that this credit union ranks, among the best run credit unions. So now we go to the reports. First up, the Board of Directors Chair. Madam Chair, are you coming to present here? Okay. And that's Yadira Pinilla.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you, Ian. It's a pleasure to be here. Good afternoon, OAS FCU members, volunteers, colleagues, and staff. It's been a pleasure serving as chair of the OAS FCU this past year. Welcome to the 63rd OAS FCU annual meeting, and I thank you all for being here, and I understand there's a couple of hundred people connected that were registered, and there's many people connected online. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'm honored to present the highlights of the OAS Federal Credit Union work and achievements during 2025. This year was defined by steady growth, operational resilience, and continued dedication from our volunteers, our staff, in serving our diverse international membership. A key strength of the OAS Federal Credit Union remains our governance structure and the people who support it. During 2025, approximately 55 volunteers across the Board of Directors and 9 committees contributing their time, their expertise, their leadership to ensure strong governance, regulatory compliance, and alignment with the cooperative mission and values. Our democratic processes remain central to the integrity of our credit union. The nominating committee worked diligently to maintain a transparent and fair election process by identifying and evaluating qualified candidates committed to serving our membership. Their efforts help to ensure leadership continuity and preserve the trust of our members in this institution. I want to thank all our volunteers. The Supervisory Committee also continued to provide independent oversight of financial reporting, internal controls, and compliance activities, reinforcing accountability, transparency, and member confidence in our credit union. Throughout this year, volunteers actively supported initiatives tied to our 2025-2027 strategic plan, advancing priorities related to sustainable growth, stronger outreach, and enhanced governance effectiveness. These efforts are helping expand membership opportunities and strengthen relationships with organizations connected to the OAS. We also continued collaborating with our other SEG partners and organizations, including CAF, the Inter-American Defense College, and the board, ICA, National Geographic, POMPLATA, ICHR, and PADF, among others, to provide relevant financial solutions to meet the needs of both the institutions and their employees. Operationally, 2025 was a year of important progress. We completed the remodeling of our main office, creating a more accessible, modern, and collaborative environment for serving members. I hope everyone's been able to enjoy the new infrastructure and the new setting. The redesigned space includes street level access and updated work areas that support a more welcoming membership while also reducing our carbon footprint and supporting sustainable operations. In addition, our office at National Geographic is prepared to welcome new employees as the organization completes the renovation of its headquarters, expected to reopen in the summer of 2026. These developments position the credit union continue meeting the evolving needs of our members and our partner organizations. Another major initiative this year was investment in the future of our financial services infrastructure. During 2025, the credit union began a comprehensive process to identify a new payment and transfer solution to replace international ACH services and better support members sending fundings to and from the United States. This reflects our ongoing commitment to improving our services and supporting members wherever they bank. Like many organizations, we also face challenges this year. Sociopolitical uncertainty and the lingering effects of post-inflationary economic adjustments continue to shape the broader environment. Despite these challenges, the credit union remains steady, focused on strengthening financial performance while maintaining prudent cost management and continuing to serve our members. Our volunteer program continues to reflect the multicultural and international community that defines OAS FCU and to which we are very proud of. Volunteers serve as an important bridge between membership and leadership, ensuring that your perspectives or needs and those of our diverse membership remain central to our decision making. At the same time, we remain committed to leadership continuity by retaining experienced volunteers, at the same time encouraging and developing new leaders. Above all, the dedication of our volunteers, our management team, our staff reflects the cooperative values that define the OAS Federal Credit Union. This service, transparency, and commitment continue to strengthen the trust our members place in our institution. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to sincerely thank all of you, our volunteers, our management team, our staff, Carlos Calderon, our unwavering and committed, dedicated CEO, and members, and all the members here for their continued dedication and support to the OAS FCU. Together, we will continue building a stronger and more resilient credit union that serves the financial needs of our international community for many years to come. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yadira, that was a very good report, and of course, charging us to make sure that we stay on that upward path for many years to come. Next, we have the Credit Committee report to be delivered by the Credit Committee Vice Chair, Mr. Sergio Pino.
Well, thank you, Ian. Thank you, Madam Chair. As Frank Sinatra would have said, it was a very good year. So, I'm here to present the Credit Committee report for the year ending December 31st, 2025. During 2025, the Credit Committee continued to provide oversight of the credit union's lending activities, supporting discipline and sustainable growth while safeguarding the institution's financial stability. In a changing economic environment, the committee focused on monitoring loan portfolio performance, reviewing key risk indicators, and ensuring that lending decisions remain aligned with the credit union's established risk tolerance and prudent underwriting standards. Throughout the year, the committee regularly reviewed lending activity, delinquency trends, and overall portfolio quality in collaboration with management. These reviews helped ensure that the lending practices remain consistent with the credit union's policies and long-term stability objectives, balancing responsible access to credit with the protection of members' assets. By year-end, the loan portfolio totaled $164,970,750, compared with $160,522,690,000 at December 31st, 2024. Lending activity also increased during the year, with 3,138 loans disbursed, totaling $38.57 million, compared with 2,505 loans totaling $35.96 million in 2024, reflecting continued member demand supported by prudent credit evaluation and sound underwriting practices. As part of its governance responsibilities, the committee also enhanced its monitoring of portfolio concentration areas, including participation loans and mortgage activity. This additional oversight supports early identification of emerging trends and reinforces the credit union's commitment to responsible, risk-adjusted lending. The Credit Committee remains committed to supporting the financial well-being of our members while preserving the long-term safety and soundness of the credit union. So to all of you, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergio. Is that a great credit committee report or what? It keeps growing. And by the way, I'm a member of the Community Relations and Member Benefits Committee, as well as the Technology Committee, just for the sake of those who didn't know who I am. And I retired earlier this year from the OAS. So that's who I am. Next, we have the Asset and Liability Committee report to be delivered by committee member Joel Andrews.
Thanks, Ian. Good afternoon to our OAS FCU members, invited guests, staff, and volunteers, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Joel Andrews, and I serve on the Assets and Liabilities Committee, or ALCO, which oversees the financial condition and direction of the credit union. I am honored to present this report on behalf of our committee chair, Ms. Rocio Suarez, who is unable to attend here today. Before I begin, I would like to recognize my fellow committee members, Rocio Suarez, Yaxiri Cutler, Jeff Hertrick, Lynn Swenson, along with our associate volunteers, Brenda Siu, Eros Negrin, and Leonardo Macias. I would also like to thank our Chief Financial Officer, Trent Miller, for his continued and effective support of this committee. In 2025, we navigated a challenging economic environment. Interest rates remained elevated compared to the historically low levels of prior years, and many of our investments made during those low rate periods continue to impact our income. At the same time, inflation remained higher than expected, contributing to sustained pressure across the financial sector. Despite these challenges, I am pleased to report that the OAS FCU remained resilient. We achieved positive income of $122,000 in 2025 and have already begun to turn the corner from prior years. Throughout this period, our focus remained clear, serving our members. We maintained competitive certificate rates, kept loan rates as low as possible, and worked diligently to control operating costs. At the same time, we continue to invest in modernizing our services, both digital and in-person, while preserving the high level of personal service that defines our credit union. More importantly, we also continue to keep our fees low, unlike many other financial institutions during these difficult times. We build equity in strong periods so we could navigate more challenging ones, always with the goal of minimizing the impact on our members. As a result, OAS FCU's assets increased to 284.6 million and equity to 129,000, and our financial condition remains strong. Most importantly, your deposits remain safe and federally insured. The strength of a credit union comes from its members. Together, we are more than a financial institution. We are a community built on trust, cooperation, and shared purpose. In times of uncertainty, it is the collective strength that allows us not only to endure, but to move forward with confidence and resilience. We invite you to continue growing with us, to save with purpose, to borrow with confidence, and to build a stronger financial future together. Thank you for your trust, your loyalty, and for being an essential part of the OAS FCU. Thank you.
And thank you, Joel, for those very positive words in the Assets and Liabilities Committee, and for reminding us about the elements of trust and all of that upon which a credit union is dependent. And now we go to the Supervisory Committee. That report will be delivered by the committee chair, Caterina Diaz-Viana. Caterina, it's yours.
Good afternoon, dear members of the OAS Federal Credit Union. Thank you for being here today to share with us our accomplishments during 2025. It is an honor for me to speak on behalf of the Supervisory Committee. As you may know, and our chair of the board mentioned earlier, the role of the Supervisory Committee is to provide independent oversight and help ensure that the credit union continues operating in a safe, transparent, responsible manner for the benefit of all members. Part of our responsibility is to confirm that the financial reporting of the credit union is accurate, that internal controls are functioning properly, and that operations comply with applicable regulations, policies, and NCUA guidelines. Before continuing, I would like to recognize and thank the members of the Supervisory Committee for their dedication and support throughout the year. This is Casey Suarez, Lina Sevillano, Doris Lamas, Luz Serrano, Cynthia Miller, Oscar Chavera, and Luis Alberto Condines. During 2025, the committee continued supporting efforts to strengthen internal controls, oversight processes, and compliance practices across the credit union. We work closely with management and the internal audit control specialists throughout internal audit activities, operational reviews, monthly surprise cash counts at branches and ATMs are part of our ongoing oversight responsibilities. In addition, the committee monitors members' concerns and compliance received through the website and through the email to help ensure that they are reviewed, addressed appropriately, while also identifying opportunities to continue improving our member service and internal processes. As we move into 2026, we remain committed to continuing this work, especially in areas related to technology, cybersecurity, fraud prevention, regulatory compliance, and improving the members' services. Finally, I would like to thank our members for your continued trust, the Board of Directors and management for their collaboration, and the staff for their professionalism and dedication during a period of ongoing change and growth. The Supervisory Committee is honored to serve you and remain committed to protecting the interest of all our members. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful report, Caterina. And now, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the President and CEO of the OAS Credit Union, Don Carlos Calderon.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's a real pleasure to be here and to see so many friendly faces here in person and about over 100 people online. So it's nice to see our membership engaged and having a strong presence. The credit union is only as good as the member participation and the volunteer team, so we're very fortunate. Today I will reflect on the past year, but I also like to touch a little bit of what means to be OAS Credit Union today as we serve our membership. The year 2025 unfolded within a complex and evolving global environment. We saw continued uncertainty, shifted economic conditions, and volatility across all financial markets. For us, this meant staying focused, staying disciplined, guided by our mission and our values, and most importantly, staying aligned with the responsibility to serve you. And while much of that is measured often with financial results, this past year was not only about stability, but it's also about transformation, getting ready to embrace the future. We have focused in strengthening our how we interact with the credit union, how you interact with the credit union, particularly through our website and our digital experience. A pivotal part of our work last year was centered on redesigning our website, supported by tools such as our virtual assistant, Clara. I hope you have met Clara already. And our digital branch. These enhancements are intended to strengthen how you access and interact with the credit union, making that experience more responsive, more accessible, and more connected to your daily needs. These changes are designed to improve something very simple and very important to us, your experience. They are about making it easy for you to find answers, access your services, and engage with your credit union in what it may seem seamless, reliable, and consistent with the level of service you expect from us. At the same time, while we were making these enhancements, we remained disciplined in how we managed the institution. I am pleased to report that we closed the year with positive financial results, reinforcing the strength and stability of your credit union. This reflects careful stewardship, prudent decision-making, and continued focus on sustainability. Because for us, growing is not about moving fast, but it's about moving wisely. As we look ahead, our direction can be summarized in three simple ideas: being steady in our commitment to financial stability, being smart in how we adapt, improve, and invest in systems that support you, and growing in how we serve our members in a well-balanced way, with intention and care. These are not separate priorities. They are the way we move forward together, because through all of this, our objective remains the same: to be strong, responsive, and well-positioned to serve you, whatever the future of the financial markets brings us. Before I close, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to our incredible team of volunteers right here, working behind the scenes and in all of these committees on the board of directors. Few credit unions throughout the country, or in the world actually, can claim such a distinguished and dedicated group of volunteers offering their time, expertise, and guidance. You are a vital part of what makes us exceptional. I also like to thank our standing employees whose professionalism and commitment allow us to continue improving our services every single day. And finally, of course, to you, our members, thank you for your trust, your patience, and your continued support. Serving you, our members, is both our responsibility and our privilege, and we remain committed to doing so with care, integrity, and a long-term perspective. On behalf of everyone at OAS FCU, we thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Carlos. And of course, as a long-term member of this credit union and a long-term volunteer, I can corroborate everything all these reports have said as to the wonderful credit union. Few credit unions in the world can claim to be doing what OAS FCU has been doing. And so again, another round of applause for the team and the CEO. And so, yes, and so our CEO will take us into the new business, and then we go into a question and answer period. And for the question and answer, for those online, you'll see the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen, and the microphone is set up here for those in-house who may have either a question, comment, or something.
So under new business, we have questions. Anyone here in person or online with any questions? I guess going once, going twice. No questions, okay. We're ready to move and invite our friend Scott Toller. Scott Toller is the president of CUMA, Credit Union Mortgage Association, one of our partners to provide mortgages to our members. And Scott is here, or not in person, but online. There is Scott. To present an award to the credit union. Thanks for participating, Scott, and you can take it away.
Thank you, Carlos. Well, I'm honored to attend your annual meeting today, present the prestigious Bronze Production Award. Actually, this year marks the 30th anniversary of the partnership between CUMA and OAS FCU. Over the years, OAS has consistently been one of our top producing credit unions and finished 2025 in our top 15 out of more than 120 partner credit unions, with over $7 million in closed mortgage loans. Carlos's support and focus on mortgage lending are the reason for that success. We could not have done it without you, Carlos, so thank you. On behalf of the entire team here at CUMA, I would like to recognize your success and present the Bronze Production Award. Congratulations, Carlos, and the whole OAS team. We're looking forward to our continued successful partnership, and we're honored to work with your team and continue serving your members. And actually, Carlos already has the production award, so if you have it with you, Carlos, you can show everybody. But thank you very much, and we're honored to be a business partner of OAS Credit Union.
Thank you, Scott. The awards are on our offices, so whenever you come down, you can come and see it. and by the way, full disclosure, I'm also serve on the board of directors at CUMA, so.
Yes, a valued board member.
Great. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, Carlos.
We also have another guest here, Boris Fernandez, who is our partner, and Boris is here in person with the Worldwide Coverage Network, who provides insurance services to our members here in the States and abroad. Thanks for being here, Boris. Okay. Oh, yes. And before we go further, we also like to acknowledge, of course, a very good friend and an institution here at the OES, Bill Berenson, who serves as our in-house counsel. Thanks for being here, Bill. And now, of course, a very important time and moment here, the nominating committee report. Teresa Bustamante is going to present that. And right after that, the elections, the results. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you, Carlos. Good afternoon, members of the board, all members, staff, and invited guests joining us today online and in person. On behalf of the nominating committee, I'm pleased to present the report for the 2025 and 2026 period and the 26 results for the elections. The committee was established by the board on August 2025, and our job is maintaining the credit union volunteer program through ongoing recruitment volunteers for the different committees, and in the future may undertake functions of the board of directors. It's too loud. And credit committee, if nominated and elected. This year, we relied on the contribution from Maria Elena Cruz, Gaby Hernandez, Natalie Gervasi, Elizabeth Zorrilla, and Susana Barrientos as our CU support staff. As a chair of the nominating committee, I would like to thank them for their support and great work during the year. The volunteer program currently counts with 54 volunteer representatives representing 21 countries across the Caribbean and the Americas. A special thanks to all volunteers for the outstanding work and commitment during the past year. Elections and candidates, the important thing. In September 2025, the committee worked towards the preparation of the 2026 elections and the list of potential candidates for the Board of Directors and Credit Committee. We have 3 vacancies and 2 for the Credit Committee. Work on the e-voting calendar as established by NCUA regulation for electronic voting, calendar that was reviewed by the Governance Committee and later submitted to the Board of Directors. On February 27, 2025, the committee presented to the Secretary of the Board 4 candidates for 3 seats on the Board of Directors and 3 candidates for 2 seats on the Credit Committee. We would like to thank all the candidates who decided to run for this year's election. This year, we received a total of 1,772 valid ballots that represent a participation of 21.25% of all 8,340 eligible members. So now we will proceed with the results. For the Board of Directors, we had a total of 1,756 votes, no counting the blank vote, with Yadira Pinilla with 1,174 votes, Ezequiel Galatro with 1,099 votes, Jeff Hertrick with 1,021 votes, and Joel Andrews with 766 votes. Blank votes, 16 votes. So having said that, we have for the new members of the board, it's Yadira Pinilla, Ezequiel Galatro, and Joseph Patrick. Congratulations. I think we can. For the Credit Committee, a total of 1,738 votes were cast. No counting the blank vote, Lorena Sabrina Scala, 1,158 votes. Fiorella Medina with 931 votes. Jennifer Molina with 665 votes and 34 blank votes. Volunteers elected for a 3-year term as a member of the Credit Committee are Lorena Sabrina Scala and Fiorella Medina. Congratulations. On behalf of the nominating committee, I take the opportunity to express our appreciation to the board for the confidence placed on our work during this period. Thank you.
And thank you, Teresa. And congratulations again to all of those who were elected, and congratulations to those who may not have made the numbers, but who continued to volunteer with the credit union, even if they never made the numbers for the board or for the committee. So we want to thank them for participating. There's a saying that business goes before pleasure, and this credit union takes that very seriously. So the serious business went ahead, and now for the fun business. So our CEO will take us through that, and he will divulge what this fun business is about.
Thank you, Ian. As we say, the best part of the meeting, it's now. We have to announce the winners of all these prizes. We have the e-voting raffle winners, and they're coming up. There you go. You can see the names. I want to have to get my glasses.
In the meantime, I'll help Carlos as he gets his glasses. So for $50, we have Cinnamon Elizabeth Botero, Patricia Rosario Alberta Valda, Sandy Valentina Maldonado Quinteros, Luis Villalobos Telio, and there are 4 others: Belarmino Emilio Ruz Jerez,
Erika Maria La Paz Molina, Maria Teresa Arias Marquez, Nicole Henry Mir Corvalan. All those $50 winners, now the $100 winners. Florentino Fernandez, Fatima Maria Morris Barrios, Alba Maria Garcet Quiñones, Jessica Roldán Peña, Elka Estanciola Vázquez, John Albert Grajales Guerra, Simone P. Walter, $200, María Alejandra Moreira Galarreta, Marcela Alejandra Aliaga Gatica, and Marcio Machri. Surprise, I guess. I'm surprised. I didn't know we had a surprise party. A surprise prize. David Alejandro Roman Candel. I don't know, what is the surprise, Martin?
That is something that Susanna has for David.
Okay. OAS Virtual Participants Raffle. So there is a process here. We're going to have to be patient since apparently they're being done live. So there's something going on behind the scenes. I will be seeing names in just a minute. in real time. As you can see, this is something new we're trying. There you go. $25, Daniel Alejandro Milares Ardaya.
Daniel, if you're in the virtual room, please raise your hand just to confirm.
Okay, somebody's live somewhere. Suspense. Osvaldo Edith Valverde. Price of $30.
Correct.
$45 coming up. Emily Alejandra Morgado Pinto. $50 coming up. Germán Marca Poma. $65. Andrea María Marín Badilla. $70. Heidi Rebecca Aurea Castillo. Well, going to $85 now. Janice Wolf. In 100. Reinaldo Alfredo Chisler Romero. All right, so that concludes that part of the prices. Now we go to the in-person participants rifle. If the ones that want those prices online, do you please send us your location? Tell us what country or what cities are you connecting from? In person, and how many do we have? How many prices do we have?
8 prizes in person.
Yeah, thank you. 8 prices in person. We'll start with $25. And as usual, we'll ask our legal counselor to help us pick the first one.
And that was the lawyer saying that, you know. We're not at liberty if we're not lawyers to say that. What were the numbers that go before? And for the records, you see how transparent everything has been done? I had nothing to do with it.
Number is 397.
397. 397 going once. I think somebody's making the way. Going twice, he's making his way. 397 for $30. No, $45 that was. 30.
Number is 431.
431. All right. And then for $50, the 431 winner is going to pick that person.
Number is 402.
402. 402. Come forth. Okay. All right, so from there we move to 65. 417. We have a winner. And that winner will pick for the $70 prize. 441. All right, so it seems that everybody's a winner today. $85. 425. 425. Do we have a taker? 425. Speak now. Come forth and not fifth. No taker for that? Okay. So we do it again. Somebody else comes and picks another number. Who shall volunteer? I already picked. 449. All right. What number is that? $432. 432. All right, we have a winner. Okay, so the winners are being asked to go to the table. There is and indicate sign up with your name and so forth, so they can deposit your winnings into your account. Right. So the $100. Okay. All right. So we did promise you serious business, and we did promise you fun, and I believe we delivered. From the reaction from the public, we did deliver. And so now it remains for me to first of all, thank the teams, the technical teams from the OAS who helped us get today going and to operate in-house as well as virtually. This is not an easy task. We also want to thank the credit union team of experts that helped us. So let's hear it. And we also want to thank everyone for coming in person, online, in cyberspace, wherever you joined from. So we thank you for joining us and making this annual meeting a success. So Carlos, you want to have the last word?
Yeah, thank you. And I would like to thank Ian for being such a great master of ceremonies today. Thank you, Ian. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next year.